Hello YouTube, I'm Darth Vigorous, and today we'll be reacting to Why Garfield Can Never Die, an SCP animation. An SCP is some sort of video game about anomalies or supernatural creatures being held in some facility. Again, I never saw the actual video game, but just saw animations and read some of its wiki, which is kind of cool. And this is animated by SCP Animated Tales from the Foundation. A link to the video will be in the description below. Anyway, let's get started in 3, 2, 1.
This is Officer McGallard filing a report, case number 947261. On March 5th, 2013, I was assigned to Sector Car 293 and dispatched to the corner of 450 North and 320 East, outside Paws Inc. The dispatcher stated that a witness had reported an assault at that location. I arrived there at 9:21 p.m.
Wait, is that John? Oh my god!
With visible injuries to his head, torso, and arms. He was bloodied, but there was another red substance smeared on his face that did not appear to be blood. He was conscious when I arrived, but seemed to be dazed. I'm interviewing the victim now in order to aid in the search for his assailant. Sir, could you please state your name for the record?
Sure. I'm Carl Lunn.
Thank you, Carl. Now I'd like to get a full report of this incident, including as much detail as you can remember. Please begin whenever you're ready.
Well, I had just left work. It was about 8 o'clock. It was drizzling outside, so I put on my windbreaker and tried to walk home quickly. I had stayed late at the office. I work on the Garfield comic strip, and there's talk of layoffs going around.
Oh, the creator of the Garfield
so
comic
strip? So I wanted to show my value. I had just started working there a few months before, so I figured I'd be one of the first to go. I also hadn't had a chance to get to know the area very well yet. Between that and the dark and the rain, I got a little disoriented. I guess I walked past my turn and found myself in a park that I didn't recognize. So I turned around to go back, but then there it was on the sidewalk behind me.
What is that?
About 200 feet away. Thought I was just seeing things at first. It was so bizarre.
We'd like to have a proper description of your assailant, sir. Please provide as much detail as possible.
Okay. Well, I couldn't tell if it was a man or a woman. It was all lumpy, and honestly, it didn't really.
Wait, is that Garfield? Holy crap, he's fat!
He was tall, though. At least 6 feet.
Jesus Christ!
More.
Garfield's an SCP?
Really beat up
oh my
costume.
god!
And I know this sounds crazy, but it was a Garfield costume. Big eyes, bulging rolls of flesh, lots of orange fur. The tail had clearly been dragged behind it a long way. It's one of the most disturbing things I've ever seen.
Jesus,
Sorry.
he is fat!
That's not a great description.
There aren't any other details you remember? Did you hear the attacker's voice, for example?
No, I'm just gonna call it he, wouldn't say anything. He was just standing there under a streetlight, staring at me and not moving at all. It was kind of unsettling, so I called out to him. He didn't answer me, though. Actually, I'm pretty sure he never said a word the entire time. He started walking toward me, and that's when I noticed he had a baseball bat.
Uh-oh.
I kept trying to ask him what he wanted, but he wouldn't answer me no matter what I said to him. And he didn't stop coming towards me. So I panicked and started running away. I was scared out of my damn mind. He started to chase me, and the whole
Garfield is a fat as hell! A baseball bat!
He was freaking
Oh! 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 Okay!
I think I started screaming for help, but
okay, I moved my camera just. Oh, Jesus Christ!
Looking back, and he kept
oh, crap! How do you make Garfield a freaking?
I could smell this awful stench.
Oh God!
Could you describe the smell, please?
Like a sweaty locker room that someone left old spaghetti in.
Oh, because Garfield loves lasagna. Oh God!
And tomato sauce.
Thank you. Please go on with your account.
Well, I was running, screaming and glancing behind me, and I slipped in a puddle.
Oh God!
The sidewalk. The rain made it hard to see, but I remember the sound he made when he caught up to me. It was like a low growl or a meow or something.
Oh Christ!
I wish I was making this up, but he seemed freakishly committed to the character. Then I felt this crushing blow to my hip. I yelled and I tried to crawl away, but he just kept hitting me with this bat until I stopped moving. Then I heard this tearing sound, and the smell got even stronger. The rain was much heavier by that point, and I could barely open my eyes, but I saw him standing over me with a big red blob in his hand. There's another thing I noticed then. His suit was filthy, but something about his fur was disturbingly realistic. Like it was made from actual cat fur. Or maybe another type of fur. I don't know. But it kind of makes sense because I'm allergic to cats and I haven't been able to get my eyes to stop watering all night.
If you could get to the point, please, sir. These reports are supposed to be succinct. Just the facts and details of what happened.
Sorry. Point is, I'm pretty sure the suit was actually made of cat fur. This guy must be completely insane. So, there I was, lying on the
Does he
ground.
feed him lasagna?
Then he starts shoving this disgusting gunk in my face.
Ugh.
That's when I knew what the tomato smell was. Somehow he was carrying around lasagna. And he started force-feeding it to me.
What the
Just
heck?
100 times worse than when he was hitting me with the bat. It was just handful after handful of lasagna being shoved down my throat in big lumps. I didn't have a chance to chew. I started choking and gagging, and he was making more and more cat noises. I
What
remember
the
screeching
hell am I
and
watching?
I thought, this is the worst way to die. On a Monday after an awful day of work, choking on lasagna.
Oh,
force-fed me
Monday!
like a
Oh,
carrot
Garfield
on
hates
top of
Mondays! Oh, come
It all stopped
on!
very suddenly. He went silent and still, and bolted away a second later, like a startled cat.
I see. And did you have any further interaction with him after he fled?
No. After that, he was just gone. Not that I was aware of much at that point. I threw up a bunch of lasagna and passed out on the sidewalk. I'm not sure how long I was out, but I woke up after a while. I was trying to figure out whether or not I should go to the hospital when you pulled up and found me.
That was going to be my next question. If you require medical attention, I can call an ambulance to come assess your condition. It's entirely your choice, but if you wish to have a record of your injuries, it could be helpful in the event that we find the individual who attacked you.
Yeah. I think I hit my head too. It might be a good idea to have someone check everything out. And there's one other thing that might be helpful. I'm sure you already made this connection.
Oh, there's an
But it
ad.
probably has something to do with my job. Like I said, I work on the Garfield comic strip. There have been rumors, actually.
So there's
I
a
thought it was just
15-second
some
ad
weird
right
ghost
here.
story
Just
that
hold
they tell
on.
new hires to scare them off.
And we're back.
Someone told me about a monster who protects the comic on my first day. That I made a big mistake by getting this job. You know, a bunch of conspiracy theory talk. He said it was like Bigfoot, but with the ridiculous goal of keeping Garfield alive. It was supposed to come out whenever something bad happens to the comic. Like someone quitting or the higher-ups talking about shutting it down. Apparently it's happened to Jim Davis more than once. That's what made me think he was crazy. He claimed Davis had been assaulted by a semi-intelligent monster, but he couldn't give me any details about what the monster looked like. He said nobody knew for sure, just that the attacks were brutal. The way he was talking, he had so much fear in his eyes, like he'd actually seen it before. I think I understand his terror now. Whatever that thing was, whatever I saw tonight, it was no man. Seriously, I've never seen that look in a man's eyes before. But now...
Excuse me, are you two talking about the Garfield incident that just happened here?
Excuse me, sir. We're in the middle of a report here. Could you please back up and give us some room?
Of course. But I have some information you might find useful, Officer
McGallard.
McGallard. Great. And you are...
Carl Lunn.
Perfect. Targets are subdued. Proceed with Plan B. Jones, Franklin, you're with me.
Hey!
What the?
My head. What's going on? What is this? Who are you?
Oh, so it was an
Do you
SCP.
have any idea what
SCP.
kind of day I've had?
Relax. This won't be more than a minor inconvenience. We're trying to keep this brief.
Oh, the SCP got them.
To leave the company
So-
of their own volition?
It wasn't Bigfoot,
Why?
it was an SCP that escaped.
You know that guy, that thing, is still out there, right?
We have the situation under control. Your assailant has been contained. Please just answer the questions, sir.
All right, let's get this beast out of here. What the?
Where's my lasagna, John? Oh, Christ. Oh, Christ. It escaped. Oh, okay, that is scary. That... Garfield beat an SCP. I'm gonna look this up afterwards, just, oh my god. So anyway, that was why Garfield can never die, because he's apparently an SCP. I'm Darth Vigorous. Please like, comment, subscribe, and enjoy the rest of your day. Hopefully not a Monday.